Hi, I'm Nate.
I'm Leon.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Caitlin. Welcome to Play On Refugee Services.
Here at Play On, we feel everybody should have fun, healthy, inexpensive family meals.
So today we have Nicole McDorman from Friendly Fixins who will be showing us how to make an omelet today.
And all of these ingredients can be found at your local grocery store.
Here's Nicole.
I'm Nicole from Friendly Fixins, and Friendly Fixins is a nonprofit organization where we focus on empowering our community to make healthy decisions about food. We do that through cooking classes and educational classes. And today we're going to be making a Western omelet. This recipe has 377 calories in it and also 26 grams of protein. It's also low in carbs with only 3 carbs per omelet. Pretty simple, pretty budget friendly, so we hope you enjoy the recipe. Okay, for today's recipe, this is another version of an omelet. So this is a Western omelet, and traditionally a Western omelet includes both peppers and some sort of meat, usually a ham. We're using a diced ham, and this recipe calls for 2 ounces of it. And we went ahead and pre-measured that, and we put it in this container for now on our food scale. So you can use a food scale to make sure that you have the correct amount. So 2 ounces of ham, and then the recipe calls for 1/8 of a green pepper and the 1/8 of a red pepper. Depending upon your feelings towards peppers, you're welcome to use more or less. But we're gonna go ahead and start by prepping the vegetables and prepping these by chopping off the end here. And then we're gonna cut this in half. And this recipe again calls for 1/8 of the pepper, so we're just gonna cut this half and half and end up using probably about 1/4 of it. You're welcome to use less or more. If you don't like things hot and spicy, I would recommend that you take the seeds out before you go ahead and put these peppers into your dish or into your omelet. It'll make it a lot hotter and spicier. And like I said, this recipe has both red and green peppers in it, and essentially those are the same thing. A red pepper is just a little bit riper of a green pepper. Green peppers also are not as sweet as a red or a yellow or an orange. They're a little bitter. So that's kind of the difference. They're all the same family, just have a different taste. So you're welcome to use other ones. Go ahead and chop this up. And we'll set the rest of this pepper aside. And if you're not one that uses peppers a lot at home or would use the other half of this, most grocery stores already have this cut into halves, and they're kind of cellophaned and wrapped up in the produce section, so you might check there so you're not wasting a whole pepper if you don't plan to use it. We'll go ahead and prep the green pepper as well. So we'll chop this end off. And we'll cut this in half. Put the other half aside. Then we're going to cut out the seeds. And cut this half in half. Cut these into strips, and then we'll start slicing them into little cubes. And we'll add that with our other red pepper. And now we're ready to move on to the eggs. So this one omelet, this recipe is 1 serving for 1 omelet, calls for 3 eggs. So we're gonna break 3 eggs into our mixing bowl. And you wanna be careful you don't get any shells into your bowl. And then you want to whisk them in the bowl. The fluffier your omelet, that has to do with how well you whisk the eggs and for how long you whisk the eggs. So you want to spend a little time doing this and mixing them together well. We're gonna go ahead and start by putting some butter in the skillet to make sure it doesn't stick. We're gonna use about 1/8 of a teaspoon of butter. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. And as that's melting, we're gonna kind of pour it around the pan, make sure it gets on all the sides. We're gonna start with putting the ham and the peppers into the bowl first. That way they've had a chance to kind of brown and to cook. And then we'll add the egg mixture last. We'll go ahead and add the peppers. And we'll add our ham. Now this ham, again, came diced already. You're welcome to buy it from the deli and slice it however you wish, if you want bigger chunks or smaller chunks. We're gonna let that cook for a couple minutes on the stove before we add the egg mixture. So once those have had a chance to cook for a couple of minutes, we'll go ahead and add the egg mixture. You might want to use your spatula to make sure all of your peppers and ham make it into your omelet. You kind of help form your omelet there and make sure it doesn't stick to the sides. About total time, it takes maybe 3 minutes for the omelet to cook. Again, it kind of depends on the stove that you're using, if it's gas versus electric. It's going to change your cooking time. And we know that this omelet is almost done because you can take your spatula under the sides of it and it kind of folds up really easily. So just maybe a few more seconds to make sure that it's done. On the top here, it's still a little liquidy. All right, the last step of your omelet is to make sure that it's not sticking to the edges, and then you want to fold it over before you put it onto your plate. You're going to kind of fold this over, and we'll add it onto our plate.